Well, Queensland is a processed beef powerhouse, exporting almost half of Australia's total. But carving out new markets is always a challenge. One of Australia's largest privately owned beef cattle lot feeding, management and marketing companies is Mort & Co, and they work with Trade and Investment Queensland to secure markets for their products. Stephen O'Brien is the company's CEO and joins me now alongside TIQ's Shannon Lay. Now, Stephen, let's start talking about Mort & Co. 3 years in a row you've taken out the state's Exporter of the Year title. What are you doing differently? What makes you so special?
Well, I think that there's nothing that we're doing differently. The competition's huge. There are so many great companies within Queensland all vying for the award. What we do is that we make sure that we stick to what we know well, and that is beef. We align ourselves to customers to ensure that they have the same values, and their customers are looking for the product that we know we can offer. And we also work hand in hand with the likes of TIQ, who have the on-ground knowledge and can introduce us and make sure that the way we operate is efficient and professional.
Can you talk us through the methodology you employ for the markets that you expand into?
We really investigate the market first of all, and we really look at who is best to align ourselves with, because those customers, although they may not be called Mort & Co, they are carrying our brand. So it's important, in the market, in the overseas markets, that they represent Mort & Co. So we make sure the people that we have representing us and our customers are the right people who can reflect what we want as a business, what do we want to be seen. And then we have to make sure the quality of the product and the product that we're selling into that market suits the market and the culture of the market.
Shannon, I wonder if you could give us, with your responsibility, and talk us through your career a little bit, the international perspective on what makes Australian beef attractive and why people deal with us.
Thank you, Lindsay. So I was previously Australia's Trade Commissioner to Indonesia and Vietnam, and I've been in this role as Senior Commissioner for ASEAN for the past 8 months, based in Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. I think what makes Queensland, well, Australian beef, but in particular Queensland beef, so renowned in the region and respected is our sustainability credentials. At the end of the day, Queensland is known for its open spaces when it comes to grazing. We're known for our sustainable practices, and we're also known for our strict quality control measures. So what that means is that for consumers in Southeast Asia, when they have a steak in Ho Chi Minh City, or if they're having hot pot in Thailand, that Queensland beef they know comes from quality, and that really matters. So you can always find a cheaper product. We've seen increasing competition from Brazil. We've seen increasing competition from Indian buffalo. But at the end of the day, ASEAN's consumer profile is changing, and with that is coming a yearning for premium products, and that's where I think Queensland beef really stands out. If I can just give you some figures, and again, I'm pleased to be joined here by Stephen and Mort & Co, but I think it's important for our exporters to know just how big ASEAN is as an opportunity. So $850 million opportunity already, but growing extremely fast. So if you think about Australia's beef consumption per capita, around about 25, ASEAN's 5, and in some of those markets it's even less. Now, if you were to increase that 1 or 2 kilograms per person, but you extrapolated that across 690 million people, that shows you the scale of the growth and the potential in market. Markets like Thailand, for instance, have grown 3 times in terms of volume since 2019 alone. So it really is a market that people should be looking at, not just for trade diversification, but for growth going forward as well.
Shannon, is it predominantly driven by a burgeoning middle class, or what are the shifts that are creating growth opportunities?
It is. Burgeoning middle class, absolutely. Urbanisation. We're also seeing increasing tourism and tourism coming back, tourist levels to pre-COVID levels in some of the markets. So changing consumer profiles and with it, as I said, a real yearning for premium quality products such as Queensland beef.
So there's a good news opportunity here, but Stephen, I wonder from Mort & Co.'s perspective, what are the issues you face when you're trying to broker deals, and what structures are in place to support you?
Again, we have to align ourselves. So it's the investigation, due diligence on the marketplace, and again, we work with TIQ on the type of market it is, the culture, what the consumer is having, and then we look at the best partners we can have in that market, and again, hand in hand with TIQ. And we make sure that we educate our partners within the particular markets to ensure they understand us and understand our product, and they can reflect our business into that market. But premium is absolutely vital for us. You know, we right through the whole supply chain, from the purchasing of cattle right through, we've got to make sure it's premium product.
And Shannon, can you tell me a bit about the grants and the availability of support that exists there for exporters?
Yeah, so we have a number of grants, including our Go Global and New Market Program grants. But I think more than anything, as Stephen alluded to, is our international network. So we have business development directors, we have investment managers who are based across Southeast Asia. We have offices in Singapore, Vietnam, where I'm based, in Indonesia. But we have reach across and networks across all ASEAN markets. We help with market entry, we help with business matching one-on-one, and a great example of that is Beef Week this week. So we're travelling with 21 ASEAN buyers here from Thailand, Indonesia, Vietnam and Singapore. They've been kept incredibly busy. They've been out at cattle yards, cattle stations, sale yards. We've had one-on-one business matching for them, and they're here with their checkbooks. They're not here just to have a look. They're here to buy beef, and we will see through this sales outcomes as a result. So I'd really encourage those beef exporters that are listening to reach out to us. The business matching doesn't have to be just be done at Beef Week. We can do that at any time, and we have many buyers across the region that are looking to switch to Australian beef or import more Australian beef.
Shannon, before you head back to Vietnam, how do you take your steak?
I like it medium, so yeah, medium, and I like a tenderloin.
Stephen?
Medium rare, and just as it comes, no sauces or anything, it's just medium rare.
Let it shine on its own.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're a purist.
Absolutely.
I love it. Stephen O'Brien and Shannon Lay there. Don't go anywhere. The key to success for regional Queensland, what is it? And 3 things you didn't know about bull sperm.